Alright, so today we're going to go over a few features of Google Plus Hangouts and specifically how you could use these features in an educational setting. So we have Spencer here with us to help us out through the demonstration. Spencer, if you just want to say hi and introduce yourself real fast.
Hi, I'm Spencer, just here to learn a little bit more about Google Plus Hangouts.
So that shows us the first thing that I want to talk about. You'll notice that when the person is talking, their picture actually comes up on the screen, which is great as an instructor if you have a class of students in Google Plus Hangouts and you want to know who's asking a question. You'll be able to tell who is talking because their picture will come up on the screen. Another great thing about Google Plus Hangouts is you'll notice this toolbar up on the top. You can mute your microphone at any time. So if you're having a lot of problem with feedback between the students, they can simply mute their microphone and that'll limit the feedback. You can also add people or invite people to the Hangout while you are on the call. So for example, right now I could invite somebody else to come join us. So if you have a student who may be running late and can't come join the Hangout till later, you can wait till further in the conversation to invite them. Another feature of Google Plus Hangouts is chat. So basically the chat is like instant messaging. I'll pull it up so you can see it. It'll just appear over to the side so you can still keep your screen on and see everything that's going on the screen. So this would be a great place to ask the student questions, or the students can ask you questions, or the students can give feedback if some of their peers are giving a presentation or something like that. Another feature of Google Plus Hangouts is the screen share. So this allows you to share your screen with your students. This would be great if you were walking them through something on your computer, let's say like a download. You could show them exactly what they need to do to download something on their computer. Or you could share a document with them that's on your computer, or PowerPoints, or basically anything you have on your computer you can share with them this way. So that's a great thing. So let's just practice the screen share. I'm going to share my screen with Spencer and we'll ask him what he sees. Alright, Spencer, so what do you see?
I see it's like a desktop with a bunch of programs off to the left, and then there's a picture of um, a guy and a girl. It looks like in an alleyway, sitting on a chair.
Awesome. So that just shows how the screen share works. I'm going to shut that off so we don't have some weird pictures here. Alright. You also have the Q&A app, which is just another means for asking students questions and having them answer and them asking you questions. You also have this capture app. So if the students are presenting on Google Plus Hangouts, you could capture part of their presentation in a picture and then it saves onto your computer. So if they're doing anything in the presentation that you want to take a picture of to reference later, you can capture it in a picture this way, which is a great thing.
Cool.
A great thing with Google Plus Hangouts is they are actually connected with YouTube. And so you'll notice down here there's this start broadcast button. I'm going to start the broadcast. And what happens when I start the broadcast, you'll notice we're going to go live on YouTube. So I'm going to push OK. And so now the video is being uploaded onto YouTube as we're talking. So this is an awesome thing if you have a student who can't make it to a meeting one night and they need to watch the presentation or the lecture that was given. It will automatically just be broadcasted onto YouTube. And so they can get on YouTube and watch what was done in the virtual classroom that day. Also, if you have groups of students meet each week, you could have the group of students post their video on YouTube or just broadcast what they're doing on YouTube, and you can go through and watch what was done in the individual meetings. Google Plus Hangouts is also connected with YouTube in a way that there's this YouTube app. So I'm going to open this up And what this does is it allows you to show YouTube videos to everybody on the Hangout. One downfall of this, in my opinion, is anybody is allowed to stop the video or pause the video or change the video. So any of your students technically would have the right to do that. However, it does show you
Mm-hmm.
who pauses it or who stops it or who changes it. So you can keep track of who's doing that if that becomes a problem. So you can, over here to your right, you can add videos to playlists. So any video that's on YouTube, you can add to the playlist, and then it comes up on this screen right here. And all students will be able to see this. You can also open up the chat while you're doing this. So if you want to make comments while the video is going. And you'll notice this green button, this green push to talk button. So if any point during the video you want to explain something to the students, but keep the video going, you can push this green button and it won't completely mute the video, but it'll lower the volume so then you can talk and the students can hear you. And then you push the green button again and the video sound continues.
Mm.
So I'm going to close out of this YouTube app. So the last thing I want to talk about is the fact that you have all these pictures down here on the bottom of the different people who are in the Google Hangouts. So you can keep track of who's here. Google Plus Hangouts can be a voice call or a video call. So if you need to protect the privacy of your students, you can just do a voice rather than video. And in that case, it would look something like in the middle of the screen here. Like the computer that I'm working on doesn't have a webcam, so it's just bringing up a picture instead. Also, if you hover over the student's name and you click the arrow, you can actually mute students. So if they can't figure out how to mute or they've forgotten, as the instructor, you can just go in and actually mute them. You can also take them away from the broadcast. So if they are distracting, then you can just basically boot them out of the broadcast and leave that distraction. So it's a great way to manage a virtual classroom. And finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is the advantage of Google Plus Hangouts over Skype. You're able to do a multiple user video chat on Google Plus Hangouts for free. Whereas if you wanted to do that on Skype, you would have to pay for Skype Premium. Skype allows a voice call with multiple users, but Google Plus Hangouts you can actually have multiple users with the video, with their videos on. So that's a great tool to have in your classroom since it's free. Alright, and that concludes my demonstration on Google Plus Hangouts.